What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, and I'm here with the review for Life After Lockup, aka Love After Lockup, aka Life After Lockup. This is we're gonna say season 3. This should be season 4, but season 2, 3, 4, whatever, which one of you want to call it, episode number 49, episode Who Gives a Fuck. The name of the episode is titled The Wife, the Girlfriend, and the Side Chick. So, which one is the side chick? Technically, they're all side chicks. I mean, I know who the wife is. I don't know who the girlfriend. Don't know who the girlfriend is. But they all technically side chicks to each other, and they enjoy that shit. Let's get into this episode review, you guys. All right, so we're gonna start up with Lacey, Shane, and John. So this episode, it really wasn't very much with Lacey and Shane and John. But, Lacey is still upset about the fact that she found out that Shane had cheated on her. So this episode was dealing with where we left off last week when she was on FaceTime with John. Take off your shirt. Yeah, I want to see you take your shirt off. So, do you want to see me? You do? Oh, you like that? I'm just sitting there looking at her like, girl, your husband is outside with your dad and you're on FaceTime with John and you're showing him your tits, like full areola. I'm just like, okay. I could never be that bold. I just couldn't be that bold. Like, damn, I mean, she is literally showing this man her titties. Now, what if your husband had walked in and said, what the fuck is going on? Lacey does not give a fuck. Plain as day, she does not give a fuck. She's playing a game with these two, and I don't get why they don't. I don't get why John doesn't see it. Because John should definitely see it that she's playing you. Even Shane should see it, but John more than anybody. But I guess, like I said in a previous review, Lacey is like a drug to John, so until John is able to kick the drug habit as well as her to the curb, he's not gonna be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that the saying, you guys? Let me know. I hope that's that saying. But let's move on. All right, you guys. Next up is that insufferable ass Andrea. God, she is so insufferable. So we see Lamar. So Lamar is on the computer doing his music, which I really wish he would just give it up. I'm not, I don't typically like to tell people to give up a dream or of a career, but at 43 years old, I think your time has passed. No shade, but your time has passed, my friend. No one wants to hear it. So Michelle, Andrea's black friend, comes over. So she goes downstairs where Andrea is, and Andrea's eating some chocolates. Life is like a box of chocolates. And I'm just like, oh my God, why is she sitting here eating these chocolates? So she tells Michelle, so, I found condoms in Lamar's pocket. Now, Lamar told me that it was his brother's, condoms. At first I believed Lamar because I know his brother wears his jacket, but now I'm not so sure because, when I do call Lamar sometimes, there'll be women in the background. He doesn't have cousins, aunts, sisters. He doesn't have stuff like that. Could that be what's in the background, his family? God, Andrea's stupid. Very stupid, to say the least. Then she goes on to say that she thinks he might be with prostitutes. So we went from him just sleeping with random women to prostitutes? Andrea has an overreactive imagination. Like, oh, I'm just like, okay. That was when I was like, when Andrea is just completely insufferable. But you know what? Lamar likes it and I love it. Because I just couldn't be with somebody like that. Like that, come on. Really? And even if he was with, prostitutes, you found condoms in his pocket. So obviously, he's being safe. So you shouldn't have anything to worry about. I mean, in that aspect of, am I going to contract anything? But Andrea's she's, like I said before, she's insufferable to me. So, then we see Andrea. We saw this little blurb of Lamar teaching Nala how to drive. Yeah, couldn't be me. Um, Now I typically don't. I joke about hair. I don't like to talk about women's hair, but I joke about it. But what is come? I'm just trying to understand what is going on with Andrea's hair and her daughter's hair, like, and even her sons. Like, those are black kids, and their hair looks horrifically bad. Like, little Tennyson look like he ain't never saw the. He look like he's never saw the Clippers a day in his life, cause that hair is just a mess. Then Nala, her, you know what? We're not gonna talk about the kids. We're not gonna talk about the kids. We're gonna talk about Andrea. Why is her hair so flat? And then, like, back here, it looks like she never brushes it. If I just want her to just grab the comb one good damn time and just, just comb it out. Just comb it, brush it, comb it, brush it. Put some sheen on it. Put some gel on it. Put some something on it to give it some life. Actually, what you should do is just buy a better weave, some better weave. Some weave that has, some volume, like actual black people's hair. Because you got this white woman hair. No shade to my white, no shade to white women, no shade, but I'm shading Andrea. So Andrea tells Nala that she and Lamar are going to go to the mountain. First of all, no thank you. Then she said that they're going to talk. And, it's so sad that these kids have more common sense than their mother does. But they go and talk. So the thing with Andrea and Lamar, he doesn't really want to live in Utah. She doesn't want to live in California. Why don't y'all find somewhere that is middle ground between California and Utah? Live there, build a new life for both of you guys. You don't have to deal with the life that Lamar had previously lived in LA. You don't have to deal with the life that Andrea lived in Utah. Find somewhere middle ground, build a new life for you and your family that you guys can call your own. Why don't you just do that? Maybe that is just, a little bit of having common sense, but let's move the hell on. All right, you guys, so next up is Clint and Tracy. I really do hate talking about these two. At one point they were definitely good for the show, but at this point, I think that Clint and Tracy both need to leave the show and get help for themselves. Because as much as Clint wants to say that Tracy needs to go to rehab, Clint needs to go to rehab as well. You cannot pay me. You can't pay me to believe that it's just weed that Clint is doing. Clint is doing some other drugs as well, but Clint is not saying on his show that he's doing other drugs. He's just, putting it off on weed. But like I said, he and Tracy both desperately need some help. Like, desperately need help. So we see Clint, he's at his mom's house. And, his mom is just telling him how, he needs to be done with Tracy. And I actually agree with Alice in this situation. And the reason why I agree with Alice is because Clint and Tracy are both toxic to each other. And they are both a hindrance on each other. Sobriety. Technically, they're not even sober, but they are a hindrance on each other. So they're toxic and they're a hindrance. And I also agree with Alice that Tracy's addiction is a lot stronger than her love for Clint. You can definitely see that. I really just want I want more so than anything. I want Tracy to get the help. I want Clint to get help as well, but I desperately want Tracy to get the help. But again, like I've said before, Tracy hasn't reached rock bottom yet to want to get said help. So, and I just feel like there might be something in Tracy's past that she's not ready to deal with yet. I don't know if it's something that could have happened to her in prison or just something that could have happened to her in her, her young life. Because, some people, when they get molested, raped, and things like that, to numb the pain and stuff, sometimes they turn to drugs. And I'm not saying this is what happened to Tracy, but I just feel like there's something in Tracy's past that Tracy doesn't want to talk about. That's just my opinion. But I do believe that Clint and Tracy do need to leave each other because, like I said, they're toxic for each other. They're not good for each other. So Clint's mom, Alice, also told Clint that if he does decide to go back to Tracy, that, that they will have an estranged relationship. I hated to hear that because I'm like, damn, that's kind of extreme. But I mean, I get it. She wants what's best for Clint, and what's best for Clint is not being with Tracy. I do agree with that. I don't even know if Tracy got help if they would be a good match for each other because, again, two addicts just should not be together. Complete two addicts don't need to be with each other. Now Clint doesn't want to leave Tracy, but I'm like, Clint, you might want to listen to your mama. You might want to leave her. So then, Clint told his mom that he got a text from Tracy, and he believes that Tracy's at the house. So he wants to go to the house to check on the dog. I really hope Tracy didn't sell that dog for no drugs. I really hope she didn't sell the dog for drugs. So, he's asking his mom for a ride, and she says, no, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not enabling you. He said, that's not enabling me. Technically, Clint, yes, it is enabling you. If she takes you to the house, you're not really going to the house. You're going to the house to check on the dog, but you're not really trying to check on the dog. You want to check on Tracy more than you want to check on that damn dog. Shell, you better be worried about that cat and that nasty-ass toilet. Let's move on, you guys, because I don't want to picture that again, but let's move on. All right, you guys, next up, Brittany and Marcelino. So Marcelino finally does return home. And, when he returned home, Brittany asked him how was poker. He come up with some kind of excuse. Then she asked about the cousin. He completely lied about the cousin. I'm like, well, damn, you lied about the cousin. So then we see him, and he went into, I guess, like the dining room area. He was drinking the beer. And then he came back, went to bed. So the next morning, Brittany wakes up. She notices all the beer bottles on the table. So she gathers the kids. She puts them in the car. She calls her mom. She tells her, like, Mom, I'm coming over to drop off the kids to you. So her mom was like, what's going on? She's like, I'm MAD at Marcelino. I'm like, does little Gio does he not know how to spell? Not being funny, but because, mad is an easy word. Just mad is an easy word. So I don't know if she just didn't want to say mad out loud, but you still spelt it. You still spelt mad. So I'm just wondering, what grade is he in that he doesn't know what mad is? But, it is what it is. If she didn't want him to know that if she didn't want to say outright that she was mad, that's fine. I'm not judging her. What else? So yeah, she dropped the kids off because she just wanted to have a private conversation with Marcelino. Now I get that part. Want to have a private conversation with Marcelino, not having the kids there to hear them yell and argue with each other. I definitely understand that part. You don't want the kids to hear you guys going off on each other. So I got that. What else? So she goes back home to where Marcelino is. She has a beer bottle and she pours it on him to wake him up. So she goes off on him and she's mad at him like, you lied to me. Like, what the fuck is going on? So she was getting ready to leave. He told her, calm down, like, you're pregnant. Don't leave. So he finally tells her the truth that, he's been taking some L's when it comes to poker and the money is just not what it's been. My thing with Marcelino is get a mother effing job. What's so hard about getting a job? I don't get it. A lot of us work these jobs that we don't like, but we do it because we have to do what? We have to pay the bills and we have to be adults about the situation. So get a job. Get a job. So he told her also that he wants to see the poker instructor. So that is it on Brittany and Marcelino, but let's move on to the bullshit of the episode. All right, so let's move over to Angela and Tony. So it's 1 week until Angela and Tony's wedding. So Angela and Tony, they're going, well, technically they're not going. Tony is going shopping for his tux for the wedding. And she's asking him what he wants. Did he say something about some shorts? I've never saw, that is tacky as fuck. Now, I thought, so she dropped him off. I'm like, oh, they're, like at a place where you can rent a suit. Nope, they're at the thrift store. Not judging thrift stores because I used to work at one, and thrift stores actually do have some nice stuff. Cause I used to buy some stuff out of the thrift store when I used to work at It used to be Goodwill. I used to work at Goodwill when I was in college. Nothing wrong with Goodwill. Actually, I still have some stuff, like some of the stuff that I still have some stuff that I bought from Goodwill. That I'm probably having to go. Yeah. Yeah, I actually still have a lot of stuff Cause I found some stuff that I didn't want to pay regular price for at the stores, and I bought it like one of those little George Foreman grills. Bought that for what, like $5. Works perfectly. What else did I buy? I got a lot of shit in my apartment still that came from Goodwill. What else is there? Cause there's something else that I have in here. I just can't think about what it is right now. Just can't think about what it is right now. It's in here. I can't think. But that's neither here nor there. So we find out that he's meeting up with Tommy. I'm like, really, Angela? Your friend that proposed to you, you think it's a good idea for him and, Tony to go shopping for tuxes? Okay. I mean, if you say so. So, Tony's trying on the tuxes. Now, that one tux that he decided on, I'm like, Tony and Tommy, y'all do realize that suit jacket is hanging off of him. Those are going to be some ugly ass fucking photos. Those are going to be some horrible wedding photos. Just got to put it out there to you. If he has that ugly ass suit on, that shit's going to be ridiculous. So, Tony, while he's talking, while he and Tommy are talking, Tommy decides to tell him that he proposed to Angela. So when was this? Oh, this was a while back ago. So did you know that Angela and I were engaged? No, didn't know that. So Tony is in his feelings. I'm like, oh, we in our feelings. So then, we see Tony at home. Hey, how'd it go with you and Tommy? Oh, so funny thing you mentioned that. So when Tommy and I were out, Tommy made it known to me that he proposed to you, and you didn't tell me. Oh, I didn't tell you because I didn't think it was that big of a deal, Tony, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. And I had no control over what Tommy did. And I'm definitely not interested in Tommy. And I'm just like, okay, it really wasn't that big of a deal. She turned him down. So what was she going to tell you? Oh, he proposed to me, but I told him no. What were you going to do, Tony? Nothing. So he's just going off on her, telling her she's not going to hang out with him no more. He's not coming to the wedding. I'm like, wow. He's trying to drop the hammer on you. Funny. So then, she's talking about, but you were with the prostitutes. But I haven't talked to the prostitutes, have I? That's neither here nor there. That is not the point. Not the point. There's no comparison with that one. Ow, god damn it. But Angela's stupid. I think we've said that many times, but she's not dumber than what's next. But let's move on. All right, next up, this isn't a throuple, because it's 4 people involved. Michael, Megan, Sarah, and dumbass, old-ass Maria. So old-ass Maria is at the hotel. Now, old-ass Maria is in her feelings because Michael, a.k.a. Forehead, has not called her because, he told her he was going to be with the kids for a few hours because Sarah was going out, but now it is the next day. So Michael is heading back to the hotel to old-ass Maria. So, he gets upstairs and then old-ass Maria asks him, where the fuck has he been? And, he was like, well, I was with Sarah. Well, nope, he wasn't with Sarah. He was with his pretty girls. And she was like, so why didn't you answer your phone? Like, I texted you, I called you. Oh, he didn't know that the phone had rang. But when he said that, his phone rang. Who is that? Oh, that's nobody. It's either Megan or one of your other females. So, she's like, and then she was talking about, she's not worried about anything because she knows she and Michael are open and honest with each other, and she knows how Sarah is. Well, if you feel that way, you look stupid, but if you feel that way. So then, let's move over to Sarah. So, Sarah was like, Michael slept with Aviana. I slept with Rain. No, I'm just lying. That ain't what happened. Michael and I, we stayed up all night. We were vibing. Girl, what the fuck does vibing mean? Does that mean that y'all were fucking? Like, just straight out say, we were having sex. Like, god damn. Don't go all the way around the world with that shit. So old ass Maria got mad because the phone was ringing and it was Megan that was calling. And I'm just like, girl, I'm just gonna assume that Michael has like some wonderful, amazing penis that these girls are going crazy over because I don't see it. I don't understand it. So Dum Dum does admit that she had sex with Michael. And I'm just like, oh my god. As long as you don't get pregnant again, because you would be a dumbass to get pregnant by him for a third time. I guess she is a dumbass. Either way it go. So once again, old ass Maria. She's dumb as hell. So Michael's phone was ringing. Who is that? Oh, that's nobody. Like, what the fuck? Y'all are dumb. So he says, you know what, I'm gonna step outside and smoke a cigarette. So when he stepped outside to smoke his cigarette, he called who? Megan. Telling Megan that, you know, he don't come see her. Megan like, why haven't I heard from you? It's been 3 weeks. I text you, I called you. Oh, it's just been a lot of stuff going on. I'm stuck on stupid because so I'm gonna tell you guys the reason why I'm stuck on stupid. So Megan, after 3 weeks of him not responding to you, wouldn't you say maybe he's moved on? Maybe he got another female that he's talking to. You know, maybe he's not interested in me no more. Why would you answer the fucking phone? After 3 fucking weeks, let that shit go. Move the fuck on with your life. And then old ass Maria. So, you know he was with his baby mama, his wife, and his kids. Well, technically he told you he was with his kids the night before. But he never responded to your text. He never called you. But mind you, he's with his kids. So there should be no reason why he couldn't answer a text message if he's with his kids or a phone call. You are that stupid to not realize that he was with Sarah and then Sarah. Sarah. You know about all these said women, but yet instead you still gonna have sex with him. You know about Megan. You know about Maria. You know about the other women in his phone, but yet instead you still having sex with the man. Explain to me why. Explain to me why. All 3 of y'all are dumb as fuck. The writings are on the wall. Shout out to Destiny's Child. Destiny's Child told you that. The writings are on the wall. Like, the writings are on the wall. The writings are on the fucking wall. I just cannot with these girls, these women. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm sorry, but again, Michael must have some magical dick. Because he don't have a job. He ain't got no money. He has nothing going for himself. So what are we fighting over? Nothing. So Sarah shows up to the hotel because she's mad because Michael flaked on Aviana. Are you surprised? Seriously, Sarah, are you surprised? This is frustrating. They're frustrating. So, you know, when she shows up, she sees Michael and old ass Maria. So, you know, she goes to talk to Michael and old ass Maria, you know, getting buck with Sarah. I'm like, you lucky that's not a black girl, a true black girl, because a true black girl would have laid you on your ass. But, you guys, that is Life After Lockup, also known as Love After Lockup. Be sure to like this video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button so you guys know when I drop anything else. Share this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. We only have 2 more episodes left of this season. So, see you later, guys.